Hello, beautiful people. Honest Am here, the creator of the Honestly Sis newsletter, and I am here for another daily motivational video where we use the tarot to become the alchemists of our lives. A little bit about me. I do not just use the tarot. I use God and customs in the same sentence, and I may mispronounce some things, but if it does not stop shouting to God, it will not stop me. So, y'all, I don't know what's going on. For some reason, my little normal setup is looking crazy today, but, well, let's just do what we can do. Hey guys, what messages do you have for us to become this alchemist of our lives, to help bring heaven on earth, or just to do magic in public? What messages do you deem worthy for us to hear at this time? Please deliver these messages through us and to us as clear as possible. Ashe. Alright, angel number 32 and 46. Two messages. One more card, please. Oh, I should have said two because they gave me one. Alright, so we have three messages that are coming now. And okay. So the three messages that came out is grace. Every time I see this card, for some reason I hear amazing grace. We see this angel dancing, having a great time. Patience and awakening. And right away, I feel like God is just saying, have patience. Know that everything that is happening right now is happening for your good. Know that I feel like God is asking you to kind of have this attitude of amazing grace, like knowing that no matter what's going on in your life, that it's ultimately going to work for your good. I also feel like what God is saying is that this period of your life, like if there's just a lot of turmoil and a lot of chaos, it's happening to kind of shake you up. It's happening to awaken some stuff in you. So if you have been for the last, maybe the last 3 months, 6 months, all last year, you were really focusing about, I want this change. I want my life to be better, or I want to go in that direction, because that's really what awakening is. I feel like that's what's happening right now. All of this turmoil, all this chaos, all of these angst, like everything that's happening right now is happening to give you that manifestation that you wanted. So God is just saying to be patient, to hone in, also do the work, like keep doing what you have to do little by little. Know you don't have to work yourself to death. Know that everything happens in divine timing. So know that you're exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you're supposed to do. So just keep taking those baby steps to unfold the life that is meant for you. Angel number 255. Guys, make sure you check out the description box below, because there are always additional messages as well as information about me and honestlysis.com. Also, guys, if you like this video or if it touches you in any way, please make sure that you give me a thumbs up, or at least comment down below telling me your key takeaway. If you really like it, please make sure that you subscribe so you never miss a video. God, what is this message of grace, patience, and awakening? What are you trying to get us to understand today about this message of grace, patience, and awakening? God, how can we be patient in the midst of turmoil and chaos? How can we know that everything is working in our favor in the midst of turmoil and chaos? How can we just trust that you are on our side when it hasn't felt like it before in the past? God, make it as plain as possible. One card, please. I love it. I have control over the thoughts I think. Since you have control over the thoughts you think, what could be a more since you have control over what thoughts you offer, what could be more powerful than the law of attraction responding equally to everyone who offers a vibration? Once you gain, so that's what God's trying to get you to understand. This is your amazing grace. Your amazing grace is that the law of attraction responds to every thought that you're thinking. So then it says, once you gain control over the thoughts that you think, your sense of injustice will subside, and it will replace for an exuberance for life and the zest to create what you were born with. So what God is saying, your amazing grace is that any given time you can change your thought process. You can change the way that you're going about things. We are the only species here in this world, in the animal kingdom, that have the ability to reason and to think, and half the times we're reasoning and thinking ourselves out of shit. What God is saying is that if you don't like how things are going, it first starts in your mind. If you have a negative mind, if you're constantly thinking negativity, if it's just a constant just chaos or just, nastiness, how can you ever get the awakening in the life that's meant for you? Of course you're going to keep attracting more chaos and turmoil. So I feel like what God is saying is, to one, be patient with yourself. It took you 20 years, 30 years to get where you are today. Your life is not going to change overnight. It's not going to be like, just because you're like, oh, I want my life to be changed tomorrow, bam, it's going to be a change. No, this is something that you have to make a lifestyle habit. You have to do it on a continual basis. And I feel like what God is saying, the first thing you want to do to get to the awakening and to get to the life that's meant for you is to start changing the thoughts that you think. I talk about this all the time here on the channel. Sleep hypnosis tracks, you can find them right here on the YouTube. They will really, really help you come out of that negative, constant thought mentality, because that's the thing. Like, we think that, for one, we don't realize that our mind is nothing but a storage container. Our mind is not us. Like, we think that just because we're thinking these thoughts, that that's us thinking it, but our mind is just like this computer. It has, like, the mind, its sole purpose is to think and to configure and to figure shit out. And so if there's nothing for it to do, your mind get anxious. What do? Yesterday I tried to just have a day where I won't do anything at all. And when I tell you that was the hardest fucking thing, to just not do anything, imagine your mind like that. Your mind, when you just tell it to do nothing, it freaks the fuck out, especially when you haven't trained it over a period of time. And so what God is saying, the grace that you have, is that now that you're aware, yeah, I do have some negative ass thinking. Yeah, I do automatically think the worst. Yeah, I do. I am kind of quick to self-sabotage. Yeah, I am quick to think that people are thinking negatively of me. Yeah, it's good. You acknowledge that, right? Now I want you to have the patience, and I want you to actually start to actively work towards changing your thoughts, changing the way that you think about yourself, changing the way that you think of the world. Let's keep going. Once you gain control over the thoughts you think, your sense of injustice will subside, and you will be replaced with the exuberance for life and the zest to create that which you were born with. Let everything in the universe be an example of the way the law of the universe. Let everything in the universe be an example of the way the law of the universe works. So this is God giving you a clear guide. He's saying the grace that you have is that you have the power to change your thoughts. All you need to do is to be patient, to actually allow yourself to go through this process. If you are patient, doing sleep hypnosis tracks, doing morning pages, creating a morning routine, doing yoga, doing affirmations, if you do that, that will ultimately lead you to the awakening that you want. Angel number 8. And the last message that God gave us is there's no shortages of time or money. So God is saying, don't worry about it. Remember what I said at the very beginning of this video. You are at the right time, at the right place. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. Angel number 814. So I want you to stop with the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. I should have did that. No, I don't care. Fuck it. It didn't happen. Move on, right? Last thing that God is saying is the better the story gets, the better the story gets. So he's telling you that you have control over the thoughts that you think. You have control over how your life is going to go. I'm going to just read the bottom paragraph. Oh, actually, I'll just read this off. Begin telling the story of your desire, and then add to it details of the positive aspects that you can find those positive desires, and then embellish your positive expectations by speculating with your good feeling. And then embellish your positive expectation by speculating with your good feeling. Wouldn't it be nice if? You can say things like, only good things come to me, and I'll figure it out as I go along. Every time you tell your better feeling story, you will feel better, and the details of your life will improve. The better it gets, the better it gets. So what God is saying, if you are going through a lot of turmoil and a lot of chaos, the thing that you can do right now, the amazing grace that you have, is you can have the ability to take control of your mind. If only you would be patient with yourself and know that there's no shortages or time or money. Know that the better your story gets, you will get to your awakening. So what God is saying is, right now, if there's a lot of chaos, there's a lot of turmoil, he wants you to just take that attitude of, this is getting me where I need to be. This is only temporary. This is only a moment of time. This won't last forever. If you keep telling yourself thoughts like that, you will ultimately get to the life that is meant for you. All right, let's do one final message. We're going to do a work your light. I can pivot from feeling bad to good. God's really want to drive home that point. Angel number 10. So just, it's really up to you on what you choose to do. All right, God, give us one final message to wrap this beautiful message of grace, patience, and awakening, getting us to understand that the power we have is in our mind. We have the power to change our lives if only we remember that there is no shortages of time. If anything goes on in our life, the better it gets, the better it gets. It'll take us to the awakening that's meant for us. God, what's one final thing that you want to say to us? Make it as clean as possible. Angel number 1042. One card, please. I'm going to take the card on the top. Just say yes. Yes, yes, yes. So angel number 11, remember when I first began this message, I was telling you, you are at the right time. You are at the right place. No matter what is going on in your life, all of this is happening for your good. All of it is leading you to better. All you have to do is change your attitude towards it. You have to just look at it as everything is happening to get you where you need to be. You don't need to be anywhere else. You don't need to be doing anything else. You are on a right track. Yes, yes, yes. I don't even have to pull the book for that. And finally, God is saying, align your life. What is not aligned and what needs to change? So God is saying, yes, yes, you have the power. You have the grace. What is not working in your life? What is not working in your favor? If you realize that what is not working in your life, what is not in your favor, what is making you feel bad, once you realize what you don't want, take control of your mind and put your attention towards what you do want. Say, yes, this is meant for me. Yes, this life is meant for me. Yes, the better it gets, the better it gets. Yes, this is the life that is meant for me. All right, y'all. That is all the messages I have for you. If it was beneficial for you, please give me your key takeaways down below. If not, please at least give me your thumbs up. Until we meet again, dream those dreams. Never let the internet rush you, and never, ever let someone tell you what you cannot do. Angel number 1211. To wrap this message up, what God is saying is that you have the grace to take control of your mind, and that means that you have the grace to take control. God is saying you have the grace to take control over your mind, and what that means is you have the power to take control over your life. So what's not aligning in your life? What's not aligning in your life? What needs to go? And God is saying, yes, yes. I fucked it up, y'all. But I'm going to wrap this up. God is saying, if you are right now realizing that you're going through a lot of turmoil and chaos, if you're realizing that you are feeling fragmented, God is asking you, God is saying, yes, this message is for you. Yes, this is meant for you. You have control of your life. All you have to do is know that there's no shortages of time or money. Have the patience to go through this awakening. Tell yourself the better that it gets, the better that it gets. Tell yourself that, yes, this life is for me, and that the world is ever unfolding rose. Crack open. It's happening for you and not to you. Angel number 1333. Don't dim your light to fit in. I'm done, guys. This is meant for you. Please, please, please take control of your life because you got the power. All right. Bye.